77 Bengal Lancers, brought to you by Jell-O Instant Pudding with 2 brand new flavors, lemon and banana cream. More news about them later. All out the officers. These squadrons, Bengal Lancers, dismissed!
You sent for me, sir?
Yes, Mr. Rudd. Stand easy. I should like you to meet the noon train at Bashar. Lieutenant William Storm will be arriving. He's a replacement for Captain Cheney.
He has his work cut out for him, sir. Take quite a soldier to replace Cheney.
Shouldn't expect another Cheney if I were you.
I don't.
I know how much you think of him. We all do, but comparisons aren't exactly fair. Each man has his own individuality. From what I gather, Mr. Storm may have more individuality than most.
How do you mean, sir?
Well, his term of service has been comparatively short, but he seems to have served that time at practically every outpost in the British Empire.
By choice or request, sir?
Well, his military record is excellent. He seems to have a faculty for becoming, shall we say, involved in non-military objectives.
I'm getting a picture of Mr. Storm.
No need getting it secondhand. You'll meet him in 2 hours.
Yes, sir.
And don't be too quick to draw conclusions.
Sorry, sir. That's my sour Canadian blood. Have you seen the man who belongs to this luggage?
No, you mean Mr. Storm, sir.
That's the one.
As a matter of fact, he waited 10 minutes, sir, and then directed me to inform whomever came to fetch him that punctuality is a virtue, and that he did not intend to stand in the hot sun, being virtuous.
I see. By the way, he didn't happen to mention where I might find him.
He said you could find him, sir, where the shadows are the coolest and the music the sweetest.
He said that.
His precise words, sir.
Thank you. Mr. Storm?
Yes.
I'm Rhodes, 77th Bengal Lancers.
Oh, coincidence. That's my regiment, too.
It's nice that you can think of it like that. Takes most men a little time to feel they really belong to a regiment.
Take all this rather seriously.
You don't?
Oh, I can take it seriously or leave it alone. I'm the carefree type.
So I've heard.
Oh, you've heard. Well, in that case, Mr. Rhodes, I'd like it clearly understood that any gossip you may have heard about me is undoubtedly true.
You may find the 77th a little different than where you came from, Mr. Storm.
You may find the 77th a little different, too, from now on, Mr. Rhodes.
Back to tonight's exciting story in just 1 minute.
Jell-O Instant Pudding has 2 new flavors. Lemon for you, banana for me. L-E-M-O-N, L-M-E-D-E-M-E-D-U. Lemony, lemony, jiminy, criminy, lemony, lemony, lemon for you. B-A-N-A-N-A, banana, no-rana, and a banana, banana for me. Buzz-a-buzz, buzz-a-buzz, bee-bee-bee-bee. Make some for you and make some for me. Lemon for you, banana for me. Lemon for you, banana for me.
2 new flavors. Lemon for you, banana for me.
That's yours. Oh, hello. Just getting a few of my things out. Captain Cheney? Mr. Storm. This is a real pleasure, Storm.
Well, thank you, sir. Pleasure for me, too.
You know, I envy you just beginning with the regiment. I sometimes wish I had it to do all over again.
Oh, would you do it all the same way, sir?
I wouldn't change a minute of it. Well, I'll have the rest of my things out in the morning. There isn't much left. My wife's been busy packing in Peshawar, which reminds me she's expecting me right now.
Will I see you again, sir?
Well, tonight, the officers' ball.
Seems like a nice enough fellow.
A nice enough fellow. Let me tell you about Neil Cheney, Mr. Storm. He has more campaign medals than most regiments do. He's been singled out for citations in every action. He's the idol of every man in the regiment. And he's the soldier every officer would like to be. And that's the man you've come to replace, Mr. Storm.
That's the man I've come to replace?
That's right.
You know, I have a feeling that a great many people are going to be very disappointed.
Now, really, darling, cheer up. An officer's ball may be dreary, but it is for you, after all, and it isn't the end of the world.
It's the end of the regiment. Oh, I know it won't be official for 4 more days, but tonight is really goodbye. We all know that. And I just can't say goodbye.
But we've been through all this. My uncle's gone to a great deal of trouble to arrange things, darling. London and the diplomatic service. It's a brilliant future. Don't you want all that?
Oh, I want it, yes. Because you want it for me. But leaving the regiment, it's like tearing myself in half, Catherine. My men, I've been leading them for 10 years, living with them. And they need me.
And you need them. Is that what you're trying to say?
Oh, no. Oh, I don't know. It's just that I have such a sense of responsibility, an obligation, really. They depend on me, Catherine. What do they do when I'm not there?
What do you expect them to do if you should step out of the line? Topple over like a row of tin soldiers?
Oh, I know I'm not indispensable,
But
but...
do you, Neil? Do you? I've seen it growing in you more and more, this feeling that each of your men is dependent on you. I've seen what happens to you each time you lose a man in battle. For everyone who dies, there's less of you that comes back alive. That's why you've got to give it up. Now, before there's nothing left to give. Have you forgotten, Neil, that I need you too very much?
I'm sorry. I'm selfish. Forgive me.
It frightens me to think that even when we're here together, you might really be out there with them. Neil, promise me one thing.
Anything, darling.
Wherever you go from now on, please, take me along.
Whatever you may think, wherever I've gone, I have taken you with me. Believe me.
I keep thinking we've met somewhere before. Were you ever there?
Not since I was a child, Mr. Storm.
Oh, I hope I'm intruding, Storm. I believe this waltz is in.
I've been waiting for you.
Excuse me, but I have the strangest feeling we've met before. Like this.
I doubt it because, you see, I don't meet gentlemen like this.
I'm sorry. I should have introduced myself.
That isn't necessary, Mr. Storm. Your reputation has preceded you.
Well, you do know me then.
Of course. You're the man who's come to take my husband's place. But only militarily.
Touche, Mrs. Cheney.
Bonsoir, Mr. Storm.
It seems Mr. Storm has the makings of a fine officer. Has the direct approach.
The same approach, in fact, as you had 10 years ago, darling.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry to end the waltz on a note of discord, but I've just received word that the ammunition train to Shargai Fort has been ambushed in the Khyber Pass above Jamrud. There were no survivors. The caravan carrying firearms, explosives, and 3 Gardner automatic machine guns has fallen into the hands of Faizullah of the Kumbar Kale. There's only one reply. All Lancer officers will join their squadrons in marching order within 20 minutes. We move to the Khyber. Captain Cheney, you remain here with the usual force for the protection of the garrison.
Sir, request permission to leave my squadron.
But you've been officially relieved of duty, Captain Cheney. No need for you to go.
But there is a need, sir. My last chance at action. Please don't deny me this.
Very well, Neil. Since you feel so strongly, detail Lieutenant Mallory for garrison duty. You will ride with us.
Catherine, you do understand, don't you?
Yes, Neil, I understand.
Now, a minute's intermission for an exciting short feature.
This is to prove that a watched kettle will boil. There, that's the hard part. The rest is easy. Just add minute rice to the boiling water. Take it off the heat. Cover and let it stand. Yep, that's all there is to preparing minute rice. Nothing to wash, nothing to rinse or drain. Nothing to watch or cook. Nothing. Boiling the water's the hard part. And wait till your family tastes the meals you prepare with wonderful new minute rice. Even served plain as a vegetable, light, fluffy minute rice makes the whole meal taste better. There's no other rice like minute rice. No other that tastes so good, that's so easy to fix. Boiling the water, that's the hard part. The rest is easy with minute rice.
To the others, Rhodes.
Are you all right?
Yes, of course I'm all right. But I want the others now, Rhodes. Call them to me. I want them to report to me here, now, at once, Mr. Rhodes.
Neil, they can't report to you. Not now. They're dead.
They're lying to me, Rhodes. They can't be dead. I was leading them. I was right there with them.
Easy, Neil.
If they are dead, why am I still alive? How can that be, Rhodes?
I don't know, Neil. I don't know. Come on, we gotta go back.
Go back. Go back. For what?
It has cost us too many men, gentlemen, to learn just how strategically Faizullah has chosen his position. For years, the Crown had paid those devils a fortune and tribute to keep the Khyber Pass open to trade. And now Faizullah has bitten the hand which has fed him. His spark of revolt could fan through the entire Torah, inflame every Afridi tribe to join him in cutting our lifeline of commerce. There's only one way of ending his uprising quickly. Cut off the head. Let the body collapse.
Kill or capture Faizullah.
Exactly.
2 or 3 men infiltrating the enemy lines might pull it off, sir.
Before today's action, Captain Cheney suggests the same strategy. Since you seem to be of the same mind, Mr. Rhodes, perhaps you'd like to join him.
I would, sir. So would I, sir.
Very well, gentlemen. You move out 2 hours before sunrise. Incidentally, Rhodes, you better confirm with Cheney. Also see why he hasn't answered officer's call. He should be here.
Yes, sir.
Neil?
Oh, welcome. Nice welcome, Mr. Rhodes. You come to tuck me in, Mr. Rhodes?
Colonel Standish sends his compliments. Wants me to remind you of the officer's call.
Tell the Colonel that Captain Cheney regrets he's unable to attend. Tell him Captain Cheney is, indisposed, shall we say?
I'll say you're ill, Neil.
Ill? Yes, ill. I'm taking my medicine like a soldier. Care to join me, Rhodes?
No.
Then I shall drink a toast. To the gallant dead. To the regiment. To heroism. Oh, yes, I'm a hero, you know. Got medals to prove it. All kinds of medals. Tons of medals. They weigh a great deal, Mr. Rhodes. Much more than you'd think. They're very heavy, Mr. Rhodes.
Stop it, Neil. You've seen men die before. We all have. We expect that. You were too close to that blast.
That blast didn't blind me. I saw them die. Because of me. Because I had no business being there. I was told to stay out of it, but I couldn't resist, could I? I had to be the first to the ridge. Just one more time. I had to be a hero, didn't I? Do you know what a hero really is, Mr. Rhodes? He's a coward. Without enough courage to admit it.
Neil, listen to me. The colonel's ordered you to go with Storm and me to infiltrate the enemy camp before sunrise. Neil, you've got to snap out of it.
Don't you understand what I've been trying to say? I can't do anymore. I've given all I have to give. There's nothing left of my inside.
When the time comes, you'll be all right, Neil. You always are. Try and get some sleep. I'll come by for you in the morning.
Colonel sent me to see what was keeping him.
You heard?
No.
I suppose you'll do.
Well, they tell me I was a smash in the minstrel show at Harrow.
Let's get Cheney. He's not here.
Wait. Listen. I feel that I have failed the regiment and myself. Your chances are better without me. Forgive me. Goodbye.
He won't get 5 miles alone.
If we catch up with him, he won't be alone.
We're too late. This isn't right, Storm. Not for him. This isn't the way he should have died. Not after the way he's lived.
This can't change the way he's lived, Rhodes.
We can't leave him here. They wouldn't let him alone, not even after he's dead.
He'll be safe there till we come back.
Machine gun, Dera Khada. Rama machine gun. Rasa, sir.
That's him, the big fat one with the loud mouth.
Tasochau. Hagates Topak. Zuma Pakegdike. Otsquarama.
Man says he wants the machine gun in his tent.
That's what the man wants. Let's let him have it.
Marignano.
I wouldn't wait too long.
After you.
First blasted up the ammunition. Come on, before the whole mountain goes up.
Welcome to the 77. Captain Cheney was the first to enter the enemy camp and the last to leave. He ordered Mr. Storm and myself to withdraw while he set the dynamite charge and fought the delaying action, which cost him his life, sir. We recovered his body and brought him home.
Did want to leave India. Now? Mr. Storm? Yes, sir? You heard Mr. Rhodes' report. Have you anything to add?
No, sir. Mr. Rhodes has covered everything.
Her Majesty the Queen Empress has been pleased to recognize the distinguished service of Captain Neil Cheney, deceased. In that he led Lieutenant Michael Rhodes and Lieutenant William Storm of the 77th Bengal Lancers behind enemy lines near Jamrud to destroy the leadership of a violent uprising against the Crown. Captain Cheney further destroyed quantities of ammunition which had fallen into enemy hands, thus crushing the uprising and putting to an end an incipient revolt among the tribes of the Khyber Pass, gallantly giving his own life in the action to save the lives of many of his comrades. To Captain Neil Cheney, therefore, Her Majesty Queen Victoria graciously bestows posthumously the Distinguished Service Order.
Catherine, in his lifetime, Neil won many honors for himself and his regiment. I can only say I'm deeply sorry he could not receive this one in person. But he died as he lived. A great gentleman and a gallant soldier.
You know, breakfast is one time of day when coffee just has to be extra good. If that first cup in the morning gives you rich flavor and true coffee satisfaction, you're bound to open your eyes to a brighter morning. And the one coffee that will pass any breakfast test day after day without ever letting you down is Instant Maxwell House, the amazing coffee discovery. Now, this, of course, is real coffee in a revolutionary new form. Just take a look. It's not a powder, not a grind either, but millions of tiny flavor buds of rich, real coffee ready to burst instantly into that famous Maxwell House flavor the moment you add hot water. And there is a man's eye view of the most delicious coffee ever brewed. So, for coffee that's good to the very last drop, reach for the jar with the stars on top. Instant Maxwell House, the amazing coffee discovery.
Tune in next week to the 77th Bengal Answers, brought to you by Jell-O Instant Pudding and its two new flavors, lemon and banana cream. Try them, will you?